Do you ever wonder, what are my limiting beliefs? Here is one way you can absolutely identify your limiting beliefs, and that is listening to your thoughts when you are getting very emotionally reactive to things. Your emotional reaction is deeper than your conscious thinking mind. It can be very instantaneous and visceral, and it stems from your beliefs. And when you get those visceral reactions, you usually start a little bit of a dialogue in your head too. So listen to those words because they will just tell you exactly what your beliefs are. I recently had this experience. I got an email that it just insinuated that I wasn't working hard enough. Whatever the case, I got really triggered and I felt angry and defiant. And my thoughts were, how dare they insinuate that I'm not doing enough? They don't know how hard I'm working. They don't know all the things outside of this context that I've got going on. And I started arguing within myself about how could they insinuate I'm not enough or I'm not doing enough. And right there, flashing before me, is that internal belief, I'm not enough. I'm not doing enough. I need to work harder. And it had nothing to do with what the person said. They might have meant it in a completely different way. But I assigned the meaning to those words because that meaning was already there within me. I already had that belief. And so my mind just looks for things to validate it. And I read those words and it just revalidated that belief that I'm not enough and I should be working harder. And once I recognized that, well, I didn't need to get mad at that person or tell them that it was inappropriate what they said or anything like that. It really doesn't matter. I just need to recognize that, oh, I have this limiting belief that's telling me I'm not doing enough or working hard enough. That's not helping me to believe that. It's making me feel like I'm not good enough. And so I just need to let go and feel the anger, feel the feelings that come up in those moments. But we don't need to project them outward. We just need to allow them to be, process them, recognize the thoughts we're thinking, and say, oh, okay, that's my limiting belief. Now, I don't need to think that anymore. Now that I see it, I can kind of let it go. I can affirm in a different thought that feels better. I can say, you know what, I am working hard. I don't need to validate to anyone. I see the places I've done great work. Doesn't matter if they don't see it. I feel good enough. I know I'm good enough. There's this, and this that makes me feel good enough, that shows me I'm good enough. I just know it. Whatever feels good, just be your own little cheerleader. So as soon as you start getting into that reactive state of wanting to fight back and stand your ground and argue against external things, you've lost the point of that reaction. That reaction is there to show you what you believe. And if that belief isn't helping you, that's your opportunity to start shifting away from it and moving away and creating better beliefs. There's really no truth except what we choose to believe to be true. And once we choose something to be true, we'll see it everywhere. The good, the bad, the ugly, whatever. And in this case, it was bad. I didn't like it. But I saw it and I realized I was seeing it because it was already in me. And that's what your limiting beliefs will do. They'll tell on themselves. They'll show you very clearly what they are. And it's your opportunity to look at them, to let them go, to allow them to just fade away and choose a better belief. All right. Hope you have a wonderful day. Feel free to book a consultation and work with me if you want to work one-on-one.